Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to go over the monthly developer notes, which is a little late this month for some reason. And I've already read through it. It is kind of mid. They just talk about a bunch of stuff we already know, and that's it really. So we'll speed through the Demonic Beast one because it's kind of boring. These people who beat the Demonic Beast, these three here on each version, global, Japanese, and the Korean version. This is them just talking about how floor 1 and 2 is easier and floor 3 is a little bit more gimmicky. This is them talking about the bug about floor 3 and basically how the bug made it a lot harder to clear it, but it's fixed. This is them basically saying they might get nerfed like what happened to the deer. This one's saying thank you because they know it's not part of the original Grand Cross story, but people still enjoy it. And this is them just talking about how just stuff's going to change, basically. They're going to be updating outdated things because it's been 5 years and some stuff is quite outdated, which should have actually been part of this when they talk about it. So first thing they're going to do is they're going to improve UI. They're just going to change the UI. They're going to make make a dedicated page for rewards, reward guide. I think here it says here, which is okay, I guess. It just seems kind of mid. Where you can check the main rewards that can be obtained while playing without missing out. Basically, if you're not someone who just explores like the menus and you might miss an event, this will basically just say, hey, this event's out and you haven't completed it. I think that's what it's going to be like. That's what it may be like. It might not be like that. It would be completely different. I reckon it'll probably be where it says quests, and when you have like dailies, achievements, it'll be like dailies, reward guide achievements, or so on and so forth. That's how I reckon it'll be. Adjustments to rewards and content. So they call it homework type. I think it means like daily content. Don't know why it's translated to homework. But they just said they're gonna basically reconsider the aging rewards from daily content, being daily missions, Hawk Pass, and Fort Soldiers, and then they'll make adjustments to make them more efficient based on current demand and value. So this goes back to what I said quite a while ago when they added True Awakening, which was the supply and demand problem. Like for Super Awakening coins is the big problem. We get one a day. You need 120 per UR character 1/6 to True Awaken them, which is over a stack of a resource, just a stack of a very rare finite resource for a single character. That, according to them, is completely fine. Bear in mind that they've released 3 UR characters in 4 months, which, by the way, when they released Light and Dark, we got one every 6 months initially. We had Trait and Melee back in, of course, the New Year anniversary. You then had like Liz in JP anniversary, and for some reason now they've given us 3 in a matter of 4 months, which is stupid. Actually, it would have been 3 in 3 months if this came out 11 days ago, which is stupid. I'm talking about, where is it? So, talking about daily content. Yeah, basically they're just going to upgrade the current systems we've got, which has been a long time coming because the amount of resources needed are insane if you don't save for a little while. That's the reason why the rewards they've been giving us have been so insane. You think, oh, they've been giving us so much daily rewards, all this kind of stuff through all these events. Yeah, because if not, you're going to be spending 2 months maybe trying to get a single character to True Awakened if they are UR. Because it's stupid. Having variety of content available. Oh, okay, so this just basically goes over new players. Like how it's basically harder for new players to start the game, so they're gonna basically make the challenges easier. Like they also don't want to have restrictive content, is what they said. So I'm pretty sure what they're gonna do is make it so after you reach like chapter 6, you unlock all the demons immediately, so you can do every demon, so you're not restricted in that sort of way. Because that is what a problem was back in the day. Is that you'd be you can only get to level 85 because you've only reached this part of the story. You've reached here in the story, so you're on level 90. And if you've been playing the game for long enough, you would have been through that as well. And that was sort of a problem, especially if you bear in mind PvP, everyone's got SA6, most people have full True Awaken teams, most people have got level 100s. Well, everyone has basically level 100 at SA6. If you can't have that, you're immediately at some sort of disadvantage, which is not really, I just kind of what I don't think people want, or I don't want they want either. Okay, and now this is probably the saddest excuse I've ever seen. This is them basically talking about the current festival. This year's spring season update will provide more rewards and opportunities to acquire attractive characters than the existing season updates. So basically they're saying Normally, seasonal updates don't have good characters, so that new and returning players can enjoy the game without the burden, even in the spring season. So what you're saying is the downtime in which a new player could save for an upcoming collab or a better festival, they thought, screw it. Hell hasn't been out, let's just release her now. No reason why. We couldn't wait a month and a half to release her on a better banner with a better main character on the banner. Screw it. So we decided we have upgraded the season update to a seasonal festival. Yes, you heard correctly. We've upgraded it to a seasonal festival because we want money. No other reason. No new player would want to start the game during a crappy festival like Gotha. Gotha, according to this, was just going to be a seasonal character. Because why would they upgrade it to a festival unless they've been thinking about this for a while, which of course is possible. Maybe he was going to be the JP anniversary and they thought, he ain't hype enough, throw him in now. Which is a possibility. They do speak about 4 nights and the end of the Grand Cross story further on in these patch notes. Of course, in the process, taking into consideration the burden of festival characters being updated at a fast cycle, yeah, we've had like 5 must summons in a row. Like, can you chill, please? Coming up with the Demonic Beast character as well. Just saying, it's not good. If this continues, you're going to lose a lot of players. Like, people just won't play the game if you're going to make every banner a must summon. We made adjustments in the update in the end of March so that 300 and 600 mileage can have the UR characters. Well, that does nothing. Okay, so if you reach 300 and 600, you have a 3% chance, or whatever the percentage is, to get the character. To get Gotha, or to get the UR based character. That's nothing. At all. It's absolutely nothing. You have a chance now, which I guess is good, but that should have been the case. That should have been in here in the first case. It shouldn't take you having to release 3 festivals in a row for you then to realize, maybe we should make these characters a little bit easier to obtain. Maybe we should give up more diamonds and buff the rewards because we keep releasing too many characters back to back to back. I guess it only took for them to realize after the problem had arose. In addition to seasonal events, upgrade festivals, we have adjusted rewards that can be earned in the event period to match the scale of the festival. Basically, because they've released so many characters that are like good in a row, they say we've buffed the rewards for this event, so it's not a burden on newer players and also the long-time player. That's basically what they said. They don't want it to be a burden on players, but to support character acquisitions and development in various ways. Continue to monitor the development status and patterns of our players to strive. Basically, they're going to keep looking at your data and saying, yeah, we don't need to buff the rewards, or we do need to buff the rewards. Since Grand Cross is being created together with players, we appreciate any opinions regarding future seasonal festivals. I don't want any of them. This is my thoughts now. Don't have these seasonal festivals. Why would you have seasonal festivals? So you're going to have 4 nights. You've got Ragnarok, which is having festivals. Catastrophes are probably having festivals. We don't need seasonal festivals as well. We've got collaborations to replace it. You just have it as downtime. Because every game needs a downtime, so that means the newer players, the long-time players who don't spend money on the game, have time to save up. If not, if everything's a must-summon constantly, or if people have to sacrifice not summoning for a character, and then, the character then is needed for certain content, you're then making gatekept content, especially if they're UR characters as well. They're probably not going to come back for 6 to 10 months, right? And then people can't do that content for 6 to 10 months, they get bored of the game, they leave the game. Just don't make content super restrictive. Don't make all these must-summon characters constantly have downtime. Downtime is useful to the game. It helps players save. Not only that, it just helps players out just keep their resources now and not have to spend as many diamonds. Because it's stupid, and it gets fed up. Or even I get fed up. You have to summon constantly because every character is more broken than the next. It's just irritating. Additionally, the survey we announced in the previous developer notes was delayed a little while we were translating it in order to receive feedback from players from more countries. Did they not foresee this coming? It's normally, yeah, you have to translate it into different languages. That's how it normally works. But I guess they didn't expect to have to translate it into more than 3 languages, which would probably have been English, Korean, and Japanese. But that's just how it is, unfortunately. Unless you use Google Translate to do it. Just do the 3. So you do English, you do Japanese, you do Korean, and make it so whoever uses a different survey would just have to use Google Translate, like Google Translate's over it. Sort of like this. I'm using Google Translate to go over this. Currently, most of the preparations has been complete. This is talking about 4 nights now. No, this isn't for 4 nights. Oh, it is a little bit. And we plan to conduct the survey soon, along with this developer notes. So we'll probably get it within the next day or two. Of course, this is on the Japanese version. I'm not sure when on Club we'll get it though. For details, please check the announcements in the game survey banner. Lastly, I would like to briefly tell you about the preparation status of the new title, The Seven Deadly Sins: Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Don't worry, it's not a new game. It's just they call it a new title. It's basically when the game's name when the name of the game changes. So currently, it is the Battle of the Seven Deadly Sins: The Battle of Light and Dark, or the Light and Dark Battle. I don't know. Something along the lines of that. The story unfolding with the characters of the Seven Deadly Sins comes to an end in Chapter 30. I think the final chapter 30 update will be around the 5th anniversary. I think it will be around chapter 30 because they also then speak about how 4 nights will then be in part 2 of the anniversary. So it'll be 5th anniversary, final 7 Deadly Sins story basically, and then part 2 of the anniversary will be the start of 4 nights, which would be quite good. They may also be cramming a lot of content into like 2 updates back to back, but it's Grand Cross, they do this sometimes. They basically just talk about how they're going to basically re-release the game. Instead of it being the Battle of Light and Darkness, it'll be the 7 Deadly Sins, the four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. That's basically it. They don't speak about any other upcoming content. They don't talk about anything like that, which is kind of irritating. They don't speak about new content upcoming. They don't speak about preparation for collabs. They only speak about the 4 nights, and I don't know why they go over so much about improving content. They've been speaking about improving content for such a long time, and yet it's taken them, this long to go over it. The survey is meant to be a really simple thing. It's not meant to take you 3 months to do it. But it's Grand Cross. They do things like this. But at least they're doing some changes. They're a little bit positive, and of course, we will have to see in the future what they change and see if they actually care about the player base and actually make the rewards better. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Goodbye.